Hey guys, in this video I will be doing a thorough dive into the Western Rise Limitless Merino button-down shirt in light gray, dark gray, and blue. I'll talk about my purchasing experience, then move on to the pros and cons of the product. I will be trying on the shirt in all colors throughout the video, so stay tuned. I do apologize, I was planning to shoot this video at a more interesting location than my apartment, but it's been 80% humidity in Detroit lately, so there is nothing glamorous about shooting outdoors right now. I had 20 subscribers on YouTube, now I'm down to 19 because my grandma unsubscribed, so needless to say no one is paying me to make this video. For your convenience, there are timestamps below if you want to skip to a specific section. Let's talk about the purchase experience. These shirts are normally $129. I was lucky enough to order during their 20% off Memorial Day sale, bringing the price down to $103 per shirt. What's noteworthy about the purchase experience is that Western Rise offers a try-at-home option where you can choose up to 4 items on their website and have them shipped to you for free for up to 7 days. I've never seen that on a website before, at least not that accessible. To me, that shows that the company is pretty confident that once you try on their products, it's going to be very hard to give it back. If you elect for try at home, the checkout is like any other online checkout process, except your credit card is not charged unless you decide to keep the products at the end of the 7 days. What's also worth mentioning is that you can still apply discount codes to the order, so after the 7-day trial is over, I'll still be paying $103 instead of $129, even though the sale will be over by then. Nothing's worse than ordering a product online and it takes multiple business days just to ship out. Thankfully, that was not the case at all. I ordered these shirts on Memorial Day Monday, it shipped out Tuesday, and they were delivered to the post office that Friday. Everything's going really well so far. This shirt has a lot of good going for it. I'm wearing this shirt straight out of the bag it shipped in, and because of the anti-wrinkle technology, it's presentable without ironing. The 4-way stretch works wonders. I was at a barbecue over the weekend and a water balloon fight broke out between about 24 kids. I wasn't wearing my Limitless shirt when this happened, but if I was, I definitely would have started smoking these kids because I'm that confident in this stretch. I know I can wind up and do a full release without having to rip a seam. As someone with the makings of a varsity athlete,
all I know is you never had the makings of a varsity athlete.
The sleeves are the perfect length for longer arms. Because of the merino wool and polyester blend, the shirt is softer than Theon Greyjoy after Ramsay took away his manhood. Material-wise, it feels more like a nicer polo than a dress shirt. I'm a sucker for all the subtle details with this shirt. For example, the cuffs are angled as opposed to rounded or square. The shirt has some really clean lines on it. I love the piping that runs along the shoulders and also across the back. Instead of a scratchy tag, the labels are printed on the inside of the shirt. Right below it is a cool red hang loop, which is usually found on the back of shirts. The tag here says like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. This would be a very solid addition to most people's wardrobe. In addition to being a well-made everyday shirt, I think it would also excel in 2 use cases. The first being you're doing something outdoorsy, but you still need to impress the people you're with. Maybe you got invited to a boat or barbecue by your boss or your in-laws, so showing up in the novelty male romper you bought last summer on clearance is not an option. When you see the shirt in person, it's clearly athletic, it's clearly breathable, so you're not going to look like a tool wearing this on a hot summer day like you would a traditional dress shirt, and it's also a step up above a polo shirt. The second use case being the ideal travel shirt. With the anti-wrinkle technology, you won't have to worry about ironing at your destination, especially if you're staying at an Airbnb where you may or may not have access to an iron. You can leave the hotel in the morning, do some sightseeing, go to a nice restaurant, get yeeted through a bathroom mirror, and not have to worry about stopping back at the hotel or Airbnb at any point during the day to change your shirt. In terms of cons, I really only have one complaint. The shirt uses a square cut hem at the bottom. Square cut hems are straight across and they're commonly found on t-shirts and polo shirts. Juxtapose this to the shirt tail hem, which is where the front and back of the shirt are longer and curve up at the hips. I think the shirt tail hem look is dressier and it's a more flattering cut across different body types. Because the shirt is square cut, it feels short to me. Soulja Boy would have disowned me if he saw me in this shirt in 2008. If I'm wearing this shirt on a plane and I'm loading my bag in the overhead bin, I'm going to feel a little self-conscious about my stomach hanging out. I wish I can add an extra inch or two to the length, which also happens to be a complaint I've heard from every woman I've ever dated. Naturally, I wear t-shirts and polo shirts that are square cut hems, but this shorter length to me just feels kind of weird on a button-up shirt. I would definitely air dry this shirt and not have it within 20 feet of a dryer to avoid shrinkage. I wanted to make sure the square cut wasn't creating some optical illusion, so I measured the length of the placket, the strip of fabric in the front of the shirt where the buttons are, and compared it to another shirt in my closet. The Western Rise was 27 inches long, while the Uniqlo Oxford was between 28.5 to 29 inches long. Tucking in the shirt would mitigate the length issue, but I feel like this shirt is meant to be worn untucked, which would explain the shorter length. All of the photos on the Western Rise website have the shirt being worn untucked. At the end of the day, this shirt has so many good qualities that the square cut is not a deal breaker to me. It's likely that I won't even notice it after a couple wears. So those were my impressions of the Western Rise Limitless Merino button-down shirt. Thank you so much for watching. I was so unsure of myself when I was making my first YouTube video on the Bodaskins leather jacket. At so many points I talked myself into abandoning that video because I didn't think the final product would come together well. When I finally gained the confidence to finish that project and publish the video, I was blown away by all the love and positive comments from real people like yourself from all over the world. So again, thank you for watching. Thank you for engaging with my content. For my next video, I'm switching things up. I can't wait to share it with you in July. If you have any questions about the shirt, leave a comment below and I'll get to it. Other than that, I'll see you soon.